Hi, I'm Neil Kelleher. Over the next few weeks I'll be doing a series of videos to help you learn the movements of 37 Yang style Tai Chi. What I'll try to do while teaching this is to give you as many cues, or to make it as easy as possible to feel your body while doing these movements, so you're not just trying to copy choreography. You're actually feeling and improving your ability to control the movement. And even if you only do short sets of movements as opposed to a whole set, the movements will ideally leave you feeling quite good afterwards. So to begin with, I'll start with my back facing you so you can copy me. When I'm facing towards you, I'll mirror you. I'll say whether I'm mirroring you or not when appropriate. So to start off with, you can stand with your feet about 45, about almost 90 degrees apart. It's not crucial. You can try turning your feet so that they're parallel, then try turning them all the way out, so 180 degrees, and then find some position in between where your knees, your hips, and your feet all feel comfortable. So from behind, start with your heels together, stand reasonably straight. It doesn't have to be like this, it doesn't have to be like this. You start somewhere in the middle where you are comfortable. And for the first movement, shift your weight to your right, so you feel all the weight on your right foot and your left foot's relaxed. Slowly lift your left foot. As you lift your left foot, you can spread your shoulder blades. Turn your left foot square to the front. You can roll your arms out a little bit, then move your foot out about shoulder width apart. Put the heel down, shift your weight onto your left foot. And from there, with all your weight on your left foot, turn your right foot so that it's square to the front, and then shift your weight to both feet. From the side view, most of my weight, so if you rock forward so that you feel your toes pressing into the floor, if you rock all the way back to the point that your feet, the fronts of your feet, are very light on the floor, find a position that is sort of midway between the two. You don't want to be, I would suggest find a position where it's easy for your toes to relax but the front of your feet is still pressing into the floor. From there, just shift straight sideways onto your right foot. Gently pull up on your knees so that your heel lifts, and then point your foot forward. At the same time as you're doing that, move your shoulders forward so that your shoulder blades spread, and then move the foot out to the side. As you reach the heel down, you can shift to your left foot, and then turn your right foot. Turn your hips square to the front so that your right foot also faces the front, and then shift your weight even to both feet. From the front, so this time I'll be mirroring you, so instead of moving, I'll be mirroring you. So again, rock forward or back, find the position where your weight is even front to back and your toes are relaxed. Shift your weight onto your right foot. So I'll do that again. As you shift your weight onto your right foot, move your shoulders forward so your shoulder blades spread. You can roll your arms out a little bit at the same time. Sorry, let me do that again. So shift your weight onto your right foot, spread your shoulder blades. Then as you lift the foot, you may find your arms feel like they can roll out just a little bit more. Then with your toes just touching the floor, move the foot out to the side about shoulder width apart. Slowly shift onto your right foot, is that your left foot? Your left foot. Shift your weight all onto your left foot. Your hips may be turned slightly to the side. Now turn your hips square to the front, and as you do so, you can lift the front of this foot just a touch. Turn your hips square to the front and your foot square to the front, and then shift your weight so that it's even on both feet. So in the final position, your knees can be slightly bent. Your shoulders will be slightly comfortably spread apart, so there's an open feeling between your shoulder blades. And your arms, roll your arms should be rolled out slightly so that the elbows point out to the side. Now from this position, lift the arms. So feel like you're being picked up by the wrists, and this can take some practice, but pull your wrists up forward so that they are about even with the tops of your shoulders. From this position, it can feel like, imagine if you were shaking out some sheets. If you have a sheet and you're shaking it out, but instead of having sheets, it's your fingers that you're shaking out. Try to lead with your shoulders. Move your shoulders slightly forward so that your elbows can point down, and then flick your fingers forward. I say flick, It's kind of like a slow flick, so your fingers reach forward, your wrists are reasonably straight, your wrists and fingers are straight, fingers are comfortably open. And then from there, pull your hands back, so your palms face down, drop your palms, keep your palms facing down, almost to the point that your elbows are straight. So not completely straight, almost straight. And then from this point, relax your wrists so that your fingers hang down. So I'll do that from the back. So I'm already open. So from this position here, my elbows point out. I'm pulling up on my wrist so that my wrists are shoulder height. Then I'm going to flick my wrists, my fingers forward, pull my hands back to my chest, drop my hands, and then let my hands hang down so my palms face back. So, mirroring you, pulling my wrists up, letting my fingers, the fingers feel heavy in this, the fingers feel heavy so that they hang down. Shoulder height apart, shoulder height. Move the shoulders forward a little bit so the fingers flick forward. Pull the hands back, palms face down, lower the hands, hands continue to face down, then relax the wrists so that the palms face behind you. And that's the end of the, I guess that'd be the end of the first movement. So shifting to the right, spreading the shoulder blades slightly, lifting the foot, and shifting the weight to the left foot. Turning the right foot parallel, weight on both feet. This is the preparation. Next is called the beginning posture. So lifting the arms by the wrists, straightening out the fingers so the elbows point down, then bringing the hands back, and then dropping. And what you may find is that as you drop your hands, your lower back opens. So this is beginning. And then the next one is grasp sparrow's tail.